Hello, everyone. We are here today to talk about launch parties. Let me make sure we're working. Looks like we're here. So let's chat. Let me set this up here real quick. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Hope you're doing some fun things with the family or just relaxing. Let me share my screen here and get this rolling. So we're going to talk for about 15 minutes about, in particular, our new Stylist launch party template. There's a zillion different templates out there that you can use, but we're going to talk about ours. And I've shared it with you all before, but we have new stylists, and I'm trying to start these new trainings that are short and sweet to help keep us organized. So we're going to talk about it. So just as a little reminder before we get started, all of these trainings that we're doing and all of the daily to-dos, basically anything important that you need to know, I'm going to keep it in the guide section at the top of our group. It used to be the announcement section, but we changed it. So if you're at the top of the group, you will see this tab that says guides. You'll just click on that to get to these, okay? Everything is organized super duper easy there. So that's where you're going to want to find all these trainings. Our new stylist onboarding program is there too. So if you're new, go check that out. But new stylist template. Another place, if you want to easily share it, if you can't remember to go to the guides, it's just new stylist template.thenailcandycrew.com. You just type that in and it will pull it right up for you. Okay. So this is what it will look like. And everything that I have created on here, it's super duper easy to pull from it, to copy and paste it into your own group, which we talked about how to open groups already. We talked about how to invite people to groups. So we're kind of just rolling along with the system. So if you need to find out how to do those basic things first, go to the guide section and check out those videos. So the way that I have set this up, I haven't really posted it as far as day one, you need to post this, this, and this. Day two, you post this and this. Basically, I gave you all the information and you do it at your own pace. So whatever length you want to do your launch party for, it's all here. So you can do it for a week. You could do it for 3 days. You could do an hour, whatever you want to do. Super simple. When you scroll down, I've linked up all of our important other groups that we get graphics from or nail fees from. So if you need additional information or things to plop into your posts, these are great places to check. And all you do is click on the button and it takes you right to the group. Now, if you're new, you'll have to request to join these groups, and they'll probably ask you questions upon joining, like what's your stylist number, stuff like that. So make sure that you answer the questions so that they get you in there quickly. So there's 3 different nail fees groups. Basic nail fees is like no mix and match manicures. And then Phoenix Graphics and Norma's Graphics groups are great for anything you need. If you want a different cover photo, if you want a game night or anything like that, those are places you can go to look. So again, it's just basically telling you how this template will work. It's strictly a reference. You can use all of it if you want. You can use portions of it. But if you are copying and pasting from this template for your new stylist launch party, or if you reuse it again for any party for that matter, make sure you're changing up some of the wording a little bit so that it's not exactly copy and pasted, because Facebook will pick up on stuff like that. If the same exact post has been shared numerous times, they'll actually mark it as spam. So you could feel like nobody's actually watching you or viewing your posts, but actually Facebook has dinged you for being a spammy. So that's why you want to make sure to kind of change something up at least. Don't do it exactly word for word, same exact pictures and everything. Also to touch on that as well, other things that Facebook will do to you is if you're using words that are salesy type words like buy or shop or free, they can also pick up on those things too. So especially when you're trying to use a group to sell, Facebook, I think, tends to like pages more and just not selling in general unless you're on Marketplace. So if you're using words like that, maybe put spaces in between the letters or use emojis to substitute letters. I know there's an emoji that's an O. There's actually an emoji that says free. So look for stuff like that. It'll help you out. Okay, so let's just kind of dive right in. One of the most important things, which we've talked about, is to not invite anyone to a empty group. So you always want to make sure, get your group opened, put up your cover photo, put in a description, and then you'll want to put something in the group introducing yourself, saying something about yourself and maybe why you decided to jump on board with the Color Street opportunity, stuff like that. So I always do, we're going to skip through the invite part since we already did a live on that, but I always kind of put up a little summary of myself and then a summary of the product. And I have that in the group before I even invite people in there. Okay, so in this template, there's examples of the description to put in your groups. If you want to copy and paste right from that, you can use the description. And then an intro post, again, I have examples of that. This in the white box would be the text that I would use. And you can see here, I've actually spaced in between the words free. So it's free is on 2 separate lines, but you get the point. You get what it says. So then we're going to start into what do you do with the graphics? I've got all the graphics right here. So these would be what I would use for like my intro post on what is Color Street, what's going on, so that people know what this group is they're being invited into. And sometimes with the intro post, which this is kind of good to draw people in from the very beginning. So when you're sending out those twosies and you're telling people, hey, do you want to try this awesome nail product that I discovered? It's going to change your life. They say yes. And you're like, okay, well, I'm having a launch party. I'm going to show you everything about it this week. So make sure you jump in the launch party and go to the first post and comment on it, because that's what I have. I have it all written down up here, but I started right away with a giveaway. So they're starting with a chance to win. And again, you can make it a free set if you want. You can do some accent nails if you want. If you are brand new to Color Street, accent nails are perfect. So I have them comment right away so that it gets them active in the group, and also they're entering to win something. So it's a good way to draw people in when they say yes to that Tuesday, when you drop in the launch party that you're having, and then you say, make sure and comment on the first post, you can win right off the bat. So I always really like to start with something like that. Then obviously this photo down here would say, you would put your link in the box right here so that people know where to go to shop or to browse or whatever. But you'll find under all of these groups of graphics, if you click on the button, it will take you directly to our team Dropbox so that you can download these exact photos to use. If you want, you can swap out any nail fees that you want to use. It's simply just 4 different square photos on that post. So you can, if you want to really change up the post, pick 2 different nail fees. Then you'll stay out of that Facebook spamming issue. All right. So That's basically how you would start it out before you're inviting people in. So you get up your intro post. If you want to put a post about yourself in there, I highly suggest you do that. Also, maybe not everyone knows who you are, and people may be inviting their friends in also. So you want to introduce yourself. Another thing that's kind of fun to do, give it a little bit of time to build your group up before you start your launch party. I always kind of make it a goal to at least have like 15 to 20 people in there before I start doing anything. So work on that super hard. If you've been working on getting those twosies out, it should be no problem to get that many people in your group. And then once you start inviting them in, you can do an early bird special. So say you opened your group up on Friday and you are working over the weekend to get your people added in, then you could post the early bird special for Saturday and Sunday, and then have the actual party starting Monday. So then anybody who jumps on board and orders before you actually start would get a little something. And then again, it could be accent nails, it could be a free set, it could be whatever you want to do. So here's a graphic again here. You can use these exact same ones if you want. Again, just click on the button. It'll take you right to the graphics. So then you roll into the meat of the party. What in the heck is this Color Street stuff? This is all super simple. So basically with launch parties, I have it broken down to where it's the real basic stuff that people need to know mixed in with a little bit of fun here and there and games and stuff like that. Live videos are huge as well. Like if you do a live application, that will help immensely too with your group. And a lot of times if you're new to the team, your upline will help you with your launch party or even do an application live for you, because I know that can be kind of scary doing one of those, especially if you've never done a live before. So make sure and communicate with your upline and feel each other out to what you're comfortable with doing. There's always people on our team to help out if you're uncomfortable or need help. So don't be afraid to ask. So what is Color Street? Again, here's your photos. This is actually a video. And again, click there to download it. Then I go into longevity. How long do they last? Some examples of how long they last on these. Pricing, we go into pricing as far as solids, glitter, designs. I believe when you click on this, actually, I've added in other things because, yeah, I made this before the fall launch. So when you actually click into the file, it has prism effects, overlays, designs, glitters, solids, glitter dips. It has everything in here. So I've been updating the files, even though this template looks the same, the files are uploaded. They're perfect for all nail types. Those photos, you can use them for fingers and toes. Let's see. I have the size comparison photos here so people can see, hey, a pedicure set is not just for toes. So if you like Moonburst or that shade, you can put it on your fingers too. They can see how similar they are. And then we have French, I believe in the French section as well. I do have the application video here. So if you want to use the application video, because a lot of people don't understand how our French works until they see it. So you can add in that. We go over removal. You've got your removal info. This is a video if they want to watch a video on how to remove using the warm water trick. And oh, I still have to put clear as day in here. Clear as day could be a bonus post if you wanted to add that in. For people who don't get the 10 to 14 days wear, they probably have really thin natural nails. So clear as day helps if they double it over top of their color to get that extended wear. So I like to throw that in sometimes. And then overlays would do the same thing. Not only making your design completely different and much more fun. Not much more fun. You can have fun with solids too, but it just give you a whole new look, and it's going to also help with that wear and tear as well if somebody isn't getting that 10 to 14 days. So some other fun things: design a nail strip. If you want to do a fun little interactive thing with your group, have them take a screenshot and design their perfect set of color street or their perfect nail strip. You could do a prize with that if you want as well. We've got a strip status, so it kind of gives your group an idea or gives you an idea of if your group is very familiar with the product, if they already know and love it, or if they have no idea what it is. So you can kind of feel them out there. Style. Also, some stuff like this is good because it kind of allows you to do a little bit of research. So if you if you want to hold inventory, you'll know, okay, my people seem to really like glitters, not so much solids. They like to mix and match everything. So you can find out more about your group too. And I also have game night posts in here as well. I explain how the game night works. This is an example of one post. It's basically true or false set up around tips and tricks with using Color Street. Like, are you supposed to peel the polish off when it's time? Or what is it, a sticker? Is it nail polish? So again, if you click here on the button, it will take you to all of the game night posts. And typically a game night is a half hour to an hour of time, one night during the week. You kind of announce it ahead of time. Again, you can do a prize if you want, but you would do posts, like one post every 5 minutes. And the main point of game night is for it to be interactive, fun, and to help boost up the activity in your group. Game nights are a really good idea to do before a live. So if you're doing a live application video, you could plan your game night prior to that. Or if you're doing some sort of sale or something like that down the road, maybe do like a 30-minute game night and then do your sale, just because people will be in your group. They'll be active. They'll be getting those notifications. And then when you roll right into the really important part of, hey, check these out, or, oh my gosh, this sale is awesome, they'll already be basically there. So game night is a really good tool to use. And then it looks like I need to add in a couple things. I thought I was done with this. I was going to drop in here tips on live videos when you're doing lives, which I'll do a training down the road talking about this more in depth, because there are tips and things that you can do during lives that will really help you. Other things you may need can also be found at the end here. So if you need blank backgrounds that basically you can fill in the text, whatever you want, I've got blank backgrounds. If you want to do specific deals, if you need more than what I have here, let me know. I've got buy 3, get 2 free in there. Thank yous. Every single time someone orders from you, especially in your launch party. Now, what you do in the future is really, what you do anytime is up to you, but it's really helpful in your launch party if you put up an order for or a thank you for each person who orders. Because then people are like, oh, everybody else is ordering. Like, I feel like I need to get on this. So it really helps. And then it also helps to let your people know, obviously, that you appreciate their support. Cover photos, you can use the cover photos here I've created, or you don't have to. You can grab them from the graphics group. And then I have another section for random, and I don't even know what's in there. Let me scroll back up so here's an example of a thank you post. So I have put basically thank you, the person's name, and then I do like a screenshot of their order that you can pull right from your virtual office, so people can see, oh my gosh, look at all the things that she got. And then I'll usually drop in a couple nail fees that represent some of the sets that she ordered. Okay. And then of course, if you want to know what I write, here's an example. This is the same exact thing I use for parties too. So you can see how I said, make sure and hop on over to my VIP space. If they're already in your VIP space, you would obviously leave that out, but you could throw in the opportunity group or anything else if you wanted to lead them elsewhere. But the person's going to be tagged in that post, so they're most likely going to read it. So make sure you thank them and then put anything else important in there that they would need to know. So that is basically how you run a launch party. Again, there's so much more to this conversation, but this is the topic for the day. So we'll get into the rest of it later. And let me see here. Let me stop that share. So if you guys have questions, I'll look back through. I don't even know if anybody's even on here today because it's the holiday, but this will be kept for you to use for future reference or tag your teammates. So have a great rest of your evening, you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.